What is going on, YouTube? It's been a while, finally back, but I will be gone again shortly, I'm not gonna lie. But I've been playing this deck for a while, and literally I've just loved it. It's Gren Maju, of course. You guys see the beat stick. But scratch that. But it's super fun. The deck does like just normal summons. You can't negate it unless you have Imperm or Effect Veiler. I mean, obviously other stuff too, but like it's not like you can't strike it. Really good, especially like when you just pile up that banish pile. It's like this card just kills anything. There's another reason why I wanted to play this deck specifically. I'm trying to go to a route where I could play decks that could main D-Shifter, and this deck just is like, okay, cool, even better. And the draw power is just amazing with it as well. Let's go straight to the deck profile. So I play, of course, 3 Gren Maju standard there. My dangers, the Bigfoot and Thunderbird. Pops face down, pops face up. What's cool about this is like if you were to hit a face down back row and they were to flip it, it still get popped. So like, I mean, if it was a quick effect, doesn't really matter, but just to let you guys know. And then of course they like level 8s and you draw off them. Like, man, it's amazing. Gizmic, of course, really good. Also adds on to the pile for 8 banished, and then its second effect is a pop-a card when you banish 3 from the extra deck. Really good. The only kaijus I actually play are just the win one. I feel like it's a level 8. It's really good, and this deck just breaks boards easy. Like, you don't have to just rely on this, like kaijus in general. If you see it, you see it. If you don't, you have a lot of other outs, like, you know, the Bigfoot. You could just discard it with one of your like trade-ins or something like that, and then just pop something in the field. And then you also, I'll get to it there in a bit, but this, and I was trying to get to this, the Hex. Some people don't actually play it, but I love the Golden Castle package. This card and the Golden Castle, I want to play Glyph, but I just don't have them. Either side it or try it out and test it, just because it pops back row, so it's really good for that. But this card pops, like, actually it's pretty much the same thing. It pops anything on the field. When it attacks, it gains 400. Well, it targets something on your field and gains 400 attack permanently. It's really good for that. And then it can attack twice, so it's pretty cool for that. And then Dimensional Shifter, what's really great, like I said, it just pretty much kills a lot of decks in the meta right now. Everything sends off to the grave, and if it's not in the grave, they just can't play. 2 alphas. This to me has been perfect ratio, because I feel like 3 is cloggy, and not only that, but 2, like, for some reason, like, I always end up seeing it. And it's funny because I always see this in a kaiju, and it just kaiju alpha, bring it back, kaiju, bring alpha again, and go from there. Eater of the Millions, really good. Although like it's only 100 attack, I mean, it actually has its like it's balanced, because you can't kaiju it, you can't fusion with it, so it's pretty much stuck there. You can't, and they can like special it, like Monster Reborn or Shizuku or whatever. Well, no, Shark Cannon, my fault. Golden Castle, man, I need to rarity bump these. Super cool. People don't read the last part of it. It's pretty funny, but like I've asked, like, okay, so battle phase, right? You're declaring an attack, correct? And I have this on field, and I'm just like, okay, it's destroy, and you take half of what the attack is, and they're just like, wait, what? I'm like, Golden Castle, bro, and they're like, oh, I forgot. It's pretty funny. And then his specials from deck, as long as you haven't like banished it, really good for that. Only downside with this is like if you were to use that effect to special, you can't normal summon Gren Maju. But even then, like, you have to commit to either bringing out Gren Maju or bringing out a card that pops a card on the field and gets rid of something that may disrupt you. And then if you have your level 8s, you could just go into your rank 8 plays, which I'll go into later with my extra deck. Pod Desires. I should not be a fan of this card, honestly, like in any deck. But for this deck specifically, I don't even care if I play it. The draw power is amazing. The banish 10 is amazing. It does so great. Like, yeah, screw it, man. Just banish my shit. And then normal summon Gren Maju 4,000. Really good. Trade in. These are also really amazing with the danger package, or even Gizmic, because Gizmic, you're still gonna special summon it even if it's in the graveyard. That's like free summon there. It doesn't really matter. And then you get to draw 2 off that. Yeah, 2 Twin Twisters because we hate back row, and to go along with that is a Feather Duster. If you see it, cool. You still have other outs for back row with your monsters. The only downside is if they have like Mystic Mind, then you don't really have an out. Other than that, this is pretty good. 1 Monster Reborn, Mind Control just for a bait or to take or something, and a Called By. If you see it, you see it. Like these cards, they're one-ofs. I'm not like too worried if I don't see it. It's fine. You could always like change these into like more kaijus or another alpha, whatever you want to do. But me personally, like this deck has actually came up for me and it's been amazing. If you out there Dragoon, you could just special summon it and you got a Dragoon on your board, so really good. Mind Control to me is like, I love to use this for a bait, to bait them off. And if you do end up getting it, then even better for you. And then, you know, Called By is just really good. And you don't even care if they ask your paw desires, because if they ask and you already have Gren Maju on board, that's all that matters to you. I do play number 97. By far the best, and then to go along with it 100. These two together breaks board, man. Like, I mean, not breaks board, it just goes for lethal. The rank 8s I use for the material are these ones. So honestly, I just have them in there, but there's one of them that lets you summon it as long as they're Galaxy Eyes. So like, I'll go like this, and if you swung, like you pitched it right, you pitched or whatever, you could just go into like Zeus. Obviously it would have only one because you special summon it with 1 material, or it might be with number 97, I don't know. But Zeus also comes up for like really good plays, and it's pretty crazy with number 97 100. What's cool about it is like, you actually can't even do that because you can only special summon that 1 monster. So I don't know what I'm talking about, excuse me, but because this makes you get restricted. But if they have XYZs, man, you're pushing for lethal for sure. And of course the Ngirsu, I want to play a second one of these. It comes up and it does like send off, so like get rid of freaking Dragoons if that's a big problem for you. Super Poly targets, I do have that in the extra deck. Really like that. And then for Salad, because they might be making a comeback, psych, but just in case. And Knowledge, so it's pretty good. I'll go into the extra deck. One sec, guys. So guys, for the side deck, I am missing a card, just to let y'all know. I didn't realize until now. It's pretty weird. I may have moved it to a different deck. But 3 Lancias. Yeah, this could hurt you, but you're obviously doing on their turn, so it doesn't really hurt too much. 3-dimensional barrier. I actually like this card, especially if you're playing like a deck that spams into XYZs or synchros. This definitely hurts like Virtual Rolled. It could kind of hurt what is it called, Drytrons, but not so much. They have a lot of like extenders to go with. And then there can be only one. I really like this card. Not as strong as it used to be, like back before. I feel like it was a lot stronger way before. On the 3rd, Twin Twisters and then Mystical Space Typhoon. I would actually replace these with Cosmic Cyclone, but they're in a different deck. Don't like moving my stuff around. I'm pretty sure I have some people on here that could agree they just don't like moving stuff. And then 2 Super Polys, which should be 3. It's just the 15th card is supposed to be a 3rd Super Poly. I just don't know where it's at. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys are watching this because you guys either want to play Gren Maju or already know about it, you guys already know how much fun this deck is. And it's just like a huge troll, because like It doesn't matter what they put up, as long as you could like get through their 1 or 2 negates if they have that, or like banish your 10 or an 8, and they summon your Gizmig. Well, that doesn't really matter. Normal summon Gren Maju, go to battle phase. If they don't have nothing to pop the Gren Maju or nothing like that, GG, like you got it. That's just so cool about this deck. It doesn't really matter. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I want to put up another video. I have a zombie Outledge deck as well for y'all, for you guys to check out. And then once these cards come in for dinos, I'm a huge dino fan. So if you guys are like subscribers for a while now, you guys know me. Like, I've been hooked on dinos ever since I got into the game. Been playing it for a while, and like, yes, they got hit with miss, but it's still playable. You just gotta like be very manage your resources for sure, and like not really play into nib so much. Now that misses that one. But yeah, stay tuned guys, because I will have those out for you. I appreciate it. You guys take care. Laters.